The best deals of the year are here at the Living Spaces Black Friday event. Shop the latest designs at the lowest.
They tried to start me with an ad, y'all. What's good, man? Smash the like button as you come in the building. We here for another episode of the Morning After Show. Let's go. I see y'all in the building, man. If you want to donate to the CashApp, hit the CashApp. Or you can hit the Super Chat button, but at the very least, smash the like button. We working this morning. We got a lot of boxing to talk about. Me and the OG. He backstage. He waiting on y'all. Let's run them down real quick. Who we got? TZ Frank. What's up, man? I see you. Monster Musa Lifestyle. What's good? Mac of the South. What's poppin'? Mr. Mont. What's up with you, Mr. Mont? Skills from New Orleans. What's good? Jafari Caesar. I see you, bro. Mr. Mechanical, what up? Dr. Mark, Flawless Mentality, what's good with you? Talib Cunningham in the building, what's good, Talib? Snacks B, what up, Snacks? Salute, man. We gotta talk about Bivol. We gotta talk about Zerto, padded record ass. We gotta talk about David Morrell. We gotta talk about the big Frank Martin, Michelle Rivera fight. Benavidez versus Caleb playing. There's so much boxing to cover. Crunk Juice, what's good? Antoine Reed, what's good? Akilo Nieder, what's good? Vince Williams, what's up? Zulu Lion, what's poppin'? Starvinsky Motley, what's good? Shade Girl 85, I see you. What's up? Alright, we good. Let me turn this shit off. Let me turn this off. Alright, what's up with y'all, man? Let me get this camera going. Let me bring the OG up here. Boom, there we go. What's good with it, KQ? How you doing this morning, man?
What's going on, man? You had me rocking. You woke me up a little bit this morning, man.
I had to get it. I had to get it right. You know,
all right,
we ready for another great show. 30 people in the building so far. Y'all hit the like button for us.
All right. Wake up. Yes, sir.
I'm surprised you was up. I was like, man, I hope he get up this morning. He called a lot of fights.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start pranking your ass. When you fall asleep, I'm gonna start playing like loud ass music. I'm gonna give me a big ass gong and just boom, hit that. You know what I'm saying? But man, what a great night of boxing last night, man. And afternoon of boxing. It was fun. And we got more great cards this weekend. So you know, boxing is kicking off right in November, man. Did you have a good time watching and calling the fights yesterday?
Oh yeah, man, I did. And what I was talking to you about for the show, he texted me right back. Yeah, he texted me right back. And when we get to that, I'll tell you what he said. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he texted me right back and everything. Yeah. But yeah, I had a good time calling the fights. I was a little disappointed in my hometown girl, you know, but we'll get to her too. And but it was some good fights and it was some disappointing fights. I was expecting more, not disappointing, but I was just expecting more out of a couple fighters. So but all together, man, I love Saturdays like that. You know, I take them all day, every day. So
same, man, same. Yeah. So let me let's start there. We got 40 people in the building. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get as many people in here as we can. Tony T, what up? Yeah, OG from Chicago, bro. Yes, sir. Nino B, what's up with it? So let's start with the DAZN card. That was the first card, man. And let's start right there. That Rakhimov versus Zelfa Barrett fight for the 130-pound IBF championship. The fight that was right before McCaskill and Chantel Cameron, the Russian versus the black dude from the UK. I thought that was a great fight, man. What did you have on that fight?
Wait, you said who?
Zelfa Barrett
Okay,
and Rakhimov.
Rakhimov. Okay, I probably called him something else though. But
You
okay,
call it, but I don't. Shoot, his first name long as shit too.
I
It
know.
was the Southpaw that was trained by Freddie Roach.
Right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Freddie Roach's fighter versus that black dude. He stopped him late in the fight. What you got on that fight, man?
Man, good fight. Yeah, Freddie Roach had him prepared very well, you know. But he was taking a lot of chances, but he wasn't taking too many chances. So the other young man, I can't call his name off again. But that fight, I don't have too much on it because I'm trying to remember vaguely. But I know that Freddie Roach had him a sound, good fighter, and of course the other corner, you know, they pretty much. I don't think they were giving him correct instructions. You know, that's what it looked like to me. But he fought a sound, straight fight, and he was pretty much doubling up on them jabs. And he was coming in straight in, and he wasn't scared. He came out there to fight last night. And Freddie Roach, he was giving straight instructions, but Freddie Roach is slowing down there because of the disease he has, but he still is a great coach. And he always deal with a lot of foreign fighters. And that fighter last night, man, he was right on point with everything. And he was walking through them punches. He was walking right through them punches, man, all day long, you know. So, but but that was a great fight. You know, what you got on it? You know,
man, the issue that a lot of these boxers have, and let me give my brother upper echelon his wrench. The issue that a lot of these fighters have, like the Zelfa Barrett guy, man, they think that being a boxer means you got to be going backwards the whole goddamn time. And he was boxing well, but you can't. At some point, you got to sit down and get some respect. You can't just keep letting the dude walk to you. Your ass gonna get tired. And late in the fight, he started slowing down. Rakhimov kept pressing the issue. His punches were getting through. They were UK announcers, so they were very biased towards Zelfa Barrett. They would make you think that Zelfa Barrett was winning every single round, but you could just see him slowing down. And Rakhimov got to him in the 9th or the 10th, whatever it was, and he started putting paws on that man. And that body work he was doing, that power got through. And what we learned last night on the DAZN card, your record can be as good as hell, but if you ain't had the experience, if you ain't fought nobody close to that level, that shit is gonna show up. It showed up in this fight, and we're gonna talk about Bivol and Zerto in a minute. It showed up a lot in that fight.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And so Rakhimov, man, his straight left and the way that he was cutting off the ring and going down to the body, he had too much experience because he had been in there with Jojo Diaz. He had been in there with a Zinga Fuzili. He had been in there with a lot of really good high-level world-class 130-pound fighters. While Zelfa Barrett, the guy from the UK that they wanted to win, y'all had him fighting domestic level club fighters his whole goddamn career. The only fighter that he fought that was worth something was fucking Kiko Martinez, and Kiko Martinez is a featherweight that was coming up, and we know Kiko Martinez is little as hell. He's small as hell, so that's not gonna get you ready for the upper echelon of 130. So I felt like they did him dirty in his preparation for that fight. He fought with good heart, but once he got tired and started getting hurt, his uncle, who was his trainer, had to throw in the towel because that dude and he ain't from Russia, he from like Turkmenistan or some shit. Somewhere like that. Anyway, that dude started putting paws on that man, bro. He started putting paws on that man and ended up stopping him late. So shout out to him. He's now the IBF 130-pound champion. He got a contract to fight Joe Cordina, who lost his belt due to injury. So that's gonna be a damn good fight over there in the UK, and they're gonna get it popping. So shout out to Shakhmat Rakhimov, however you say his name, Rakhimov, whatever his name is.
I think I'll call him by his first name.
Last
name Rakhimov. Yeah,
Rakhimov. There we go. We got 60 people in the building, 32 likes. Y'all smash the like button one time. Opulent LD TV, what up, dog? 215, what's good with you? Teach, I see you. What's up with all of y'all, man? Starvinsky, what's up? I see y'all in the building. JD, what up?
Y'all smash the like button. Yeah, we're gonna get the Zerto old sorry ass in a minute, man. We're gonna get this sorry ass, bro. 64 people, now 36 likes. Y'all keep smashing the like button as you come in. Maybe y'all
Yes,
forgot,
sir.
but we need y'all to hit the like button. Tupac 13, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, bro?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you. Skywalker, what up, man? I see you. Let's do another fight, then I want to talk about a fight announcement.
Okay.
Your girl McCaskill versus Chantel Cameron, man.
Yeah.
Cost me my money. That fight I was about to get. I still won a little something, but I was about to win so big, and McCaskill let me down. I thought she was gonna be able to force Chantel Cameron into a fight. But I thought she came out flat. She was wild. She looked bad in that fight. And Chantel Cameron, to her credit, everything was up the middle. Everything was textbook. Her feet was moving good. She was pivoting around well, and she just kept McCaskill out of position. And McCaskill tried to do that shit where she ducked down and try to like avoid punches. And she thought Chantel Cameron would stop punching. She did not stop punching. And so for McCaskill, man, I don't know what's next, but Chantel Cameron went in there and beat her pretty convincingly. I thought McCaskill tried to come on late, but Chantel Cameron bagged so many early rounds, bro. She bagged so many early rounds. McCaskill just couldn't come out, and that's one thing about the women game, OG. If you start flat, if you start slow, it's hard to dig out of that hole. See Money Bed style, what up? But great performance by Chantel Cameron. She said she will fight her again to try to fight her at 147 for her belts. Maybe McCaskill was weight drained, or maybe she just was flat and 140 is too small for her now that she almost 40. But she got to go back to the drawing board, because if she come with that same style against Chantel Cameron again, I anticipate the same thing might happen to her ass. She might get beat by a unanimous decision again, bro. So it is what it is. What you got on that fight, man?
Well, I did a little research on that fight before it started, and I looked at this Cameron and Stormy B, man. He said the same thing. KQ, this girl can fight, And I'm like, nah, she can't handle Jessica, And Jessica, she went out there looking amateurish. She was looking like an amateur out there last night. I don't know what happened, but she was ducking her head and throwing wild shots. That's what she was doing. Now, Cameron, she just stepped back. She kept her gloves up. She was in a very straight posture stance, and she pretty much was tagging her. Now, she thought, McCaskill, that she was going to draw her in and pretty much slug it out with her. And she thought she could win the slugfest, which she probably could have. Now, she was still kind of stalking, and she was the bigger fighter last night. But still, in all, it was sloppy. It was very sloppy work. When she would miss and get off balance, she would get countered by Cameron. She would get countered. And also, when you're in the clinch, protect yourself at all times. And she was getting hit with shots right out of the clinch and also in the clinch with that free hand. So, McCaskill, she's going to have to go back into the gym and do some damn gym work. That's what she's going to have to do. She's going to have to do some gym work and go back to the fundamentals of boxing. And that's what she's going to have to do. So, but as this, well, go ahead and read the super check. I got something on that too. All right.
Shout out to Crunk Juice with the $10 in the super chat. Crunk Juice say, I know we just using the fights, but damn, some of those referees last night was some of the worst I ever seen. Damn. Crunk Juice ain't like the refs. Crunk Juice ain't like the refs. Rick Timms, I see you. Quick. What's up? The Boxing Grow. What up? Matthew Bishop. What's good with you?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Kevin Knight, I see you. What's up with y'all, man? Go ahead, OG.
Now with that, what he was saying, he's correct. Like one of the refs, he was a little timid. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I don't want to say the other word, but he was a little timid to get in there. He was timid to get in there and break it up. He like he could be Oriental or whatever. He was too light. He wasn't tough enough, and he wasn't stern enough. And only one was doing that last night was Tony Weeks. Tony Weeks is only the referee, and basically the only known referee last night. The other referees wasn't really that stern and tough. Now, of course, Tony Weeks, he went on and took points. He was real stern, and he kept it down an even playing field. But the other referees, they were out there just to be out there. What they do is they go in there, you tap them on the shoulder, and then tell them break it. No, you get in there and break them up. A lot of referees don't like to get dirty. They don't like to get sweaty. They don't like to move. You have to get in there and watch the action. And yes, I get what Crump's saying. You know, a lot of these referees, they got to get more involved in the fight. You the third man in the ring. You don't want to keep it clean. You don't want to keep it boxing. You know, and a lot of these referees, all they want to do is go in there and then, okay, go ahead, go right ahead. Then you stop that action. Okay, now, if a mouthpiece fall out your mouth, you stop that action, and you're supposed to not stop it when it's right in the middle of a change and things like that. That's when, that's when you don't stop it. But when you got a break, they pull back or something like that, and you got space, then you call timeout. I mean, Jesus. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right, Crump. But yes, sir. So go ahead.
Hey, Tony Weeks had to do that shit because y'all talking about the Morrell fight, man. That man, we'll get to the fight, but Tony Weeks was trying to that man was trying to keep from getting killed, bro. He was holding on for dear life, bro. We'll talk about it, Curse. What up? Just do what up, but shit, I don't blame him for holding like that, man. Look, take a point, bro. Take a point. This dude beating on my ass, man. Take a point from me. Do what you gotta do. I'm just trying to survive in this bitch, man. I don't know what else y'all want me to do out here. This man is killing me. Somebody help me, please. Tony Weeks had to peel his ass off of him.
I know,
man. You have to get off it, man. Hey, he was like, nope. I'm not letting him go.
Nobody going nowhere. Tony said,
I ain't letting his ass go at all, bro. I don't want to let him go at all, bro. Look, let's get to let's talk about a fight announcement, man. So I'm sure you talked about it over on your platform. I talked about it briefly on Thursday. I didn't have a lot of time to talk about it because we were covering Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, man. But we're gonna be talking about a super middleweight later on today. David Morrell Jr. But first, David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, man. We finally got a big fight at 168 that doesn't involve Canelo Alvarez, man. What's your thoughts on that announcement, man? I'm glad we get to see the fight, but that fight's going down in January. They made it happen. What you got on that fight, man? How excited are you for that one? I think that's a damn good fight, and it's gonna be a big one, man.
Yes. First of all, shout out Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is fighting Darrell. He's fighting Canelo. Now he's about to fight Benavidez. All right. Now that's what I mean by real smoke. He wants that smoke. And this can't come at a better time because I'm interviewing David Benavidez Tuesday night at 7. So, and I will be asking questions about Caleb Plant and what he got to do, what he need to do, and what he have to do to win. So this come at the right time because she called me Thursday, and set it up. So that's right on time. But I like it. I like it because you got Caleb Plant down there. You got Morrell. You got Benavidez. And of course Canelo would be out to August and September with the hand surgery. So I like it. I like it. Now somebody else can shine at 175. Somebody else can pretty much take the stage. And Caleb Plant really been showing up and showing out. Now, this is the problem. I like this fight knockout because you got a flat-footed fighter versus a semi-boxing on his toes fighter. That's what we got, and that is a pretty much lopsided matchup. So one got to do what he always do best, and one got to do what he always do best, and then they got to find a way to win. Now, normally when we got a setting like that, the boxer, the mover, is always winning and showing up and showing out, like Escalante Laura when he fight a flat-footed fighter. But don't count Benavidez out. Because Benavidez pretty much can take some punches. He might be flat-footed and come to you like a Frankenstein-type fighter, but he still can throw, he still can hit, and he hits hard. So, Caleb Plant going to have to get out the way. He's going to have to get in, get out. He have to make him miss and make him definitely pay. But does he have the power to make him pay? Because the one thing about Benavidez, he can take a punch. He can take a punch, no doubt about it, because he said he sparred Bivol, and he sparred Benavidez. Now, when you spar those two guys, and you say they punch hard, but you took it, all right, then Caleb Plant gonna have to bring it. This ain't no Anthony Darrell. This ain't no Anthony Darrell at all. So this is a young, hungry lion, and I'm talking about David Benavidez. So he's only what 22, 23 years of age.
He like 25. He
Oh, he's
25
25
now.
now?
Yeah, he
Okay.
25 now. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I like it. I like it a lot. Now we're going to have to put David Morrell in that mix because, like I said, and you touched on it earlier, like I said, you can't keep a fighter at that same level. You can't keep giving that fighter this fight and this fight. You're going to have to step him up little by little. It's levels to this boxing. It's levels to this boxing. Then one day when you might run into the wrong guy, then you're going to look amateur. You're going to look like a bum. You're going to look like someone that don't have the fundamental skills. But you've been knocking out everybody. So that's what I'm saying, you know. So I would like to see that. And I can't wait to see this fight. So.
Yeah, man. Look, for me, it's, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where people are saying it's 50-50, but I don't see it as a 50-50 fight. I'd favor David Benavidez in that fight right now. But it's two keys. Number one, like you said, can David Benavidez cut off the ring? Can he cut off the ring? And is he going to be able to do his style to where he cuts off the ring and then he becomes a volume puncher and just beats up on Caleb Plant? And for Caleb Plant, are you going to get tired, bro? Are you going to get tired? Because Caleb Plant gasses badly. Like badly, and you saw how he succumbed to the pressure in the come forward style of Canelo Alvarez. Well, David Benavidez throws more punches than Canelo Alvarez. He hits harder than Canelo Alvarez. He is bigger than Canelo Alvarez and stronger than him. Yeah. And so, if Caleb Plant gets tired in this fight, like he has done in so many fights before, bro, he is going to get stopped. I'm telling y'all right now. Can he outbox David Benavidez? Quite so. Could he be winning the fight at the time of the stoppage? Yes. But the fight for him has to begin from round 8 all the way to round 12, because he'll be doing good. He might be up 5 rounds to 1, 6 rounds to 2 going into round 9 or some shit. But bro, if your ass get tired against David Benavidez, he gonna start beating on your ass, bro. Because he gets stronger as the fight goes on. So I understand that we would favor the boxer in that fight. But for me, I think David Benavidez got just enough boxing skills. I think he's mean. I think he lets his hands go. And he has a style of, he don't just rush in and follow you to try to pressure you. He just patient with it. Takes nice, slow, little big steps forward. Keep coming to you, mirroring what you're doing, and then waiting to get your ass in position, get you in position, then bow. And all of that shit is coming behind a power jab. So for me, because of Caleb Plant's gas tank, because of me seeing him gas in fights, and I just saw a guy, like, I understand people think very highly of Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez is like 5'8" with like a 6'9" reach. And he pressed that man and pressed him until he wore out. Well, David Benavidez like 6'1" with like a 74, 75" reach. And he way big. Like, bro, he's coming. He's coming. So I know Caleb Plant is going to be on his bike the whole fight. And Caleb Plant is a fighter that relies on his athleticism. He has good skills and fundamentals, but him being elusive, he relying on his hand speed, him moving his head and all that shit, and his little shoulder roll and shit. Well, that shit go away when you get tired. Right. So hopefully working with Bread, man, he won't get tired and shit. But if he get, I'm telling y'all right now, if he gets tired in that fight, he getting stopped. I'm letting you know that. So no one's surprised. If he get tired in that fight, watch him get stopped. And everybody remember that I said that shit. So I'm slowly favoring David Benavidez right now, but that could all change. But right now, I do favor David Benavidez in that fight as the person coming forward, the aggressive fighter. And I think he'll be able to land his shots and tire out Caleb Plant. So, but I'm excited about the fight. I think it's the best fight in the best. I think it's a fight that we need so guys can just quit waiting around for Canelo Alvarez to see what he's going to do for all these guys to start fighting each other. So
exactly, because I want to ask him about that. Of course, ain't no fight gonna give away a game plan, a fight a month or 2, 3 months away or whatever. But he knows, and I'm quite sure he's gonna be prepared. But he cuts off the ring, pretty much. Just like Canelo Alvarez, but I think he's just a little more athletic. I can say that. but just a little bit more. Because Mexican fighters normally are flat-footed, but I think David is a little more athletic than Canelo. Canelo just walk right to you like this, and he walked right to you like that. But I think he got a little, hop in his step. So we'll see. I just
Yeah,
gotta
we'll
look
see,
at David
man.
for more. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. It's a fight that I can't wait to see. I'm glad that we notice how once Terrence Crawford did what he did. Now we getting all these fight announcements from PBC, but y'all think PBC finna go deal with his ass again, man? I don't know, because he held up their whole goddamn schedule and their whole budget. Then now he done announced his fight on BLK Prime. Now they just got fights coming out the woodworks all of a sudden. Earl say he got an announcement coming soon. They just
But
announced this shit.
yeah, his fighter just
Yeah, we'll talk about the
went,
Frank
yeah,
Martin and Michelle Rivera announcement. Like they
right.
coming left and right, bro. Like this shit crazy. But let's keep it moving on the zone
Well,
card.
you
We
know
got
what? Real
go ahead.
fast. Don't forget, Showtime up in January now. They get a
Yeah,
whole new budget. So
yeah. So they coming, man. Everything getting real good. But let's keep it moving, man. Let's get to the main event, bro.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the main event on the zone card, man. Let's talk about Dmitry Bivol versus Zerdo Ramirez. What you got on that fight?
Oh well, on the part of Demetrius DeBall, excellent boxing, excellent distance, excellent jab, excellent mid-range fighting. I mean, I can't really give too much he did wrong. Of course, he had Zerto against the ropes a couple times, and he went in on it, then he stepped right back out. He committed, but he didn't over commit. And that's smart boxing. You don't want to go in there reckless and then get hit with something while you're in there and pretty much get laid out or hit with something they're gonna tag you real hard. So he went in, did what he did, and got out. He wasn't looking for no knockout. I think he just wanted to get the win last night. But everybody had him as a cherry pick for Canelo. Now you see it's not a cherry pick. Canelo did not well, Canelo probably thought it was a cherry pick, but it wasn't. I thought maybe Canelo was not feeling well. That's what people were saying. A lot of your Canelo fans were saying that Bivol only way he did that because Canelo wasn't feeling up the par, whatever. But no, this young man can box. This young man pretty much had Zerto intimidated. Zerto was intimidated right off the bat when he felt the punches. Now, Zerto was pretty much thrown to the body, but he was very timid. I mean, he barely touched him. He touched him like he was touching with a feather. That's how timid he was. Why? Because he was waiting on something coming back. Because Bivol was counterpunching. He was counterpunching all night. Now, one thing about Dmitry Bivol, as you notice, he had his legs wide open and spread it out. And now I remember Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He used to do that. That was great balancing. That was great balancing because you don't want to go back too far, but you want to get out the way of the punches. So you rear back with your back foot, you're on the balance, and you can come back with the counter punch without losing balance, and you're still in place. So he knows how to do that. Then he go down, then he come back uptown, and he go down again, then he come right back uptown, and then he was kind of pretty much faint, and there goes Zerto biting off the feint. I think Zerto got confused. I think he just got confused. He didn't know what Bibble was going to bring out of his matching wand, last night. And then that goes to show you the level of competition. Level of competition. You can tell that Zerto never been in there with a pure boxer. That was a pure boxer last night that you saw. That wasn't no brawling. That was a pure boxing, establishing distance, establishing range. That's what he was doing last night. And Zerto didn't know what to do. Zerto was just waiting to throw that left hand like he always does. Throwing the left hand, the bigger fighter. The bigger fighter was bagging up. The smaller fighter was bagging up the bigger fighter. Now, I saw a clip where you can live clip where you hear the punches, and Bivol was throwing some punches. So Zerto, one thing I can say, Zerto do got a chin. He does have a chin because I heard those punches, and man, he got a chin. But this is what happens when your resume, and you see 44-0. Now, we know he's a Mexican fighter. We know they fight a lot of fights in Mexico. We get that. But you got to look and see who are the people he fought. Now, a lot of people say, oh, he's bad. Oh, man, Zerto, man, he's that guy. He's the problem. Well, yeah, he was a problem until he went against a real fighter that does everything. Now, he might have fought some fighters that do maybe one thing good, but he went and fought someone that does everything good. And you know what? And Zerto need to go back to the drawing board. And what I'm talking about, the drawing board, no. He got a great stance, but guess what I'm talking about? Level of competition. You got to move him. You got to move him slowly but surely. You know, he got to step up in competition. Now, of course, you cannot go in there and fight Canelo Alvarez. That's what he wanted, Canelo Alvarez. And Oscar De La Hoya, he's doing the same thing he did to Canelo. And now, after this, he's going to do the same thing to McGill. Jaime McGill is going through the same thing. And you're going to watch and see him get the same thing handed to his ass. You're going to see that. So, but that's all I have on that one.
Man, look. Zerto is a hoe, bro.
Tell me how you really feel.
He came out. I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting. Right? I'm like, all right, Zerto is like 3 inches bigger than this dude. He got a 3-inch reach advantage. He gonna be outweighing him by like 20 pounds. In the whole goddamn fight. He gonna be outweighing him by 20 pounds on fight night. Zerto gonna press him. He gonna come forward. He didn't start pressing until the 11th and 12th round after he was already getting his ass whooped. Like, He came out there and tried to box with Bivol, bro. You go watch the first 4 or 5 rounds. He was out there trying to box with that man. And at that point, that's when I knew I had fucked up having any kind of faith in him. I'm like, oh, you stupid. Oh, you dumb as hell, bro. Like, you about to try to box with Bivol? You gonna try to box with him, bro?
Right.
I don't understand that shit, bro. I didn't understand that. And so he on his back foot from the opening bell trying to box with him. And he was doing well at first, but once Bivol got a beat on him, like, all right, now you know you can't box with him. You finna go ahead and try to press him. Nah, you didn't try to press him. Then his garbage ass corner was like, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. He can't make no adjustments. Man, I threw my damn head off my head. I'm like, bro, what are y'all like? Bivol is one of the best boxers in boxing, bro. Like,
right.
What do you mean he can't make adjustments? Did y'all study him? Did y'all see what he's done in his career? Talking about he can't make adjustments. I'm like, dog, Zerto just out here down bad, bro. And then Bivol, I mean, Zerto maybe won like 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe won like 2 rounds. You know what I mean? The thing with Bivol, man, he controlled the distance so well. And for somebody that was a smaller fighter, that was masterful to do. Like, he made Zerto miss a lot where Zerto was reaching and lunging. So he was in distance, out of distance, and his feet. His feet are different, bro. His feet are different for light heavyweight. Like, these guys have trouble keeping up with him because his feet are just they really good, man.
Yeah,
they really good. And I underestimated him against Canelo, and then I overestimated Zerto. So, you know, shout out to Bivol, bro. Like, he's that dude, man. That dude up there, like, heavyweight. Maybe only Beterbiev got smoke for him after what he did to Zerto. So I expect Beterbiev to go in there and beat the shit out of Anthony Yarde. Then these two need to meet up and see who the best in the division is, because nobody else at light heavyweight, man, can do nothing with that dude, bro. I'm convinced. Like, that man, like, this dude, y'all don't understand how hard it is to be that short, be that small at light heavyweight, and you still be the one that's controlling all the distance in and out. Dudes are just falling short, even though they longer than you. Like, that shit hard, man. That shit hard to do. So that man went in there, put on a masterful performance. And that's what I like. And Canelo fans might hate this, right? I like that they asked him about Canelo, and he like, yeah, the money cool, but I'm trying to fight Beterbiev. I'm trying to go get this legacy and shit. I already beat his ass, so he ain't even chasing bread like that. He ain't chasing money like that. He just running around here trying to go fight the best possible competition. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I think he did a great job. I'm proud of him, bro, and I just wish him nothing but success, because that dude, he a dog in there. He a dog in there, and every time, what I like too, OG, about that fight, when Zerto, because it ain't like Zerto didn't have no moments. When Zerto had his little moments that he tried to have, Bivol was right back there on his ass, like, oh, you hit me with 2 shots, I'm finna throw 6 at your ass.
Right.
You hit me with like 2 shots, I'm throwing 6 at your ass. You ain't finna let these judges think you won shit. I'm coming at your ass. But Zerto's corner did a horrible job. He did a horrible job. When he started having success late in the fight, that should have been the game plan from the beginning. You like 200 and something pounds, bro. This dude's smaller than you. Like, you can't box with him. You lean on him. You push him up against the ropes. You fight. Like, I didn't see him clinch. I didn't see him push Bivol down. I didn't see him grab. Like, I didn't see him do nothing to let me know he was trying to win the fight, bro. If you trying to win, if I'm trying to win the fight and you outboxing my ass badly, bro, I'm finna grab your ass. I'm gonna grab you behind your head, try to uppercut you, push your ass against the ropes. Like, he didn't get the point. His corner was horrible. How your corner tell you winning when everybody know you losing? That's the shit that I don't like. Like, don't be lying to these fighters and shit, OG. Like, they were to that man. Hey, man, you're doing a great job. No, he's not.
I know. No, I'm saying I be in his ass, you know. And you know what? I just don't understand. You touched on it though, but Bivol is not a big guy
at all for light heavyweight. Yeah, he's 6 foot TZ Frank. I'm just saying he's small. He's small in comparison to Zerto. But go ahead, OG.
No. That's what I'm saying. He's not a big, a light heavyweight. You know, he's just your average size. But if you look at his legs, if you look at his calves, you'll know why he got great feet. You know, you can look and tell how he gets down low and come up tall, you know, go down small and come up tall, you know, and that's why he keeps a wide stance. You know, he keeps himself balanced that way. He did the same thing with Canelo. He pretty much up, down, feint, and Zerto was biting off them feints.
Yeah.
Then he'd stop in hesitation. You know, you got to follow through. Next thing you know, he get countered, you know, so.
And Mr. Munn bring up a good point. He say in the $5 in the super chat with the $5, he say, not to mention Zerto was hunched down to Bivol's level. How you don't have a long jab with that reach advantage? That's what I'm saying, though, Mr. Munn. Like, you know you can't box with him, so you gotta like if I know I can't box with you, I'm just gonna come at you, bro. Like, I'm just going at you. This dude literally was like, yeah, I'm finna try to box with the best boxer in the division. Man, you don't sit your head down somewhere, bro. You don't sit your head down somewhere. How you got 44 professional fights and you don't know how you should attack an opponent, bro? But that's all right. Zerto got exposed as a can. You know what I'm saying? We thought he was better than what he was. Ricky, what's up, bro? We thought he was better than what he was. You know what I'm saying? And now he got to go back to the drawing board, because now people going like, he easy as hell to hit. Like, they was talking about Zerto versus Beterbiev. You better leave Beterbiev alone, bro. Beterbiev put them paws on his ass, man. Yes, I don't know what Zerto gonna do. He gonna wait on Beterbiev to get old and for Bivol to retire or something. Because as long as they in the division, he'll never be champion, bro.
Wow.
He'll never be champion. He better go up to cruiserweight or something. I don't know, man. But shout out to Bivol for a wonderful performance, man. Real talk. Yeah. Everybody hit the like button, man. 131 people in the building, 91 likes. I'm short 40. I'm short 40 likes around here, man. Y'all smash the like button. Please. You know what I'm saying? OG, yeah. Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera, man. Let's do this. Let's talk about that fight that's coming up at 135 pounds. Then we'll get to the Showtime card, man. But Michelle Rivera and goddamn Frank Martin done agreed to fight. What do you got on that? I think it's a fire fight. What you got on that, though, man?
Well, I know Samson is happy for it, because Samson was, pushing for that type of fight. Michelle Rivera, he's a boxer, and Frank Martin, the Ghost, is a brawler. He can punch. He's a southpaw. Mm-hmm. He can go right in there and he can go slug it out, and he's gonna try to slug it out with you. But this is the thing, Michelle Rivera, he's a good boxer, and that's it. He doesn't have a lot of power. And doesn't have a lot of experience. I mean, Frank Martin doesn't either. But, I mean, you have to think about it. Look who he's in the count with. He's in a camp with none other than Derrick James, and of course, who's the promoter, Earl True Smith Jr. So they work out together, they train together. I mean, he's getting better and better each fight I see him in. Now, the last fight, he wasn't really that great because style made fights. But with this fight with Rivera is going to be doing a lot of lateral movement because he's going to feel that brick. And that brick hand is really going to feel real hard, and he's going to try to stay away from it. Now, I think I have Frank winning this fight, but I'm going to have to look back at Rivera and see how he do in close situations. But I don't think he's been in a fight like this before. I think this is going to be the first for him. And I'm afraid he's going to get hurt because Frank is a big dude for 135. And I'm looking for him to
stocky
move up.
and strong and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And muscular, and Rivera is, a little Muhammad Ali version when he was younger, but he's not really stocky like that, and he's not really bulky like that. So Frank gonna use that weight, and he's gonna use his jab and get inside and land that straight left down the pipe on Rivera. Now, but it is a good fight. We got good. Those are respectable names. Those are very respectable names, and let's see. Now, this is a good fight for Rivera. This is the type of fight he needs. He don't need to be fighting guys that kind of C-level type fighters. He need to fight pretty much B plus A cut prime fighters like a Frank Martin. This is the experience that he needs. Now, sure, if he loses, okay, he lost. But next time, I guarantee you, he's going to be a better fighter. So sometimes when you lose, sometimes you win. And a lot of people don't understand that. Because a lot of people got that, I don't want to let my old go. Yes, but sometimes it's good to let it go. And then you can pretty much show up and show out. So, but I do have Frank Martin winning that fight knockout. I do, because I think he's going to pretty much force his will on him, and I think he's more fundamentally sound than Michelle Rivera. So that's how I see it. But that's a good fight, and I can't wait to see that fight. I mean, we got a lot of fights just got to finish this year, and now we got this fight already set up for next year. So
man, look, like this is why people, like, I haven't explained this to people before, so I'm glad this came up. Like, this is why I push for fighters to fight each other now and why they're young and shit. Number one, because I seen all the guys, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns, I seen them all get it on young. So that's what I'm used to seeing. That's what I want to see. But the reason that I push for fights like this to happen early, because like I want Virgil Ortiz versus fucking Jerome Boots in this. I want that shit right now. I want Conor. I wanted Conor Ben before he started trying to get pregnant. I wanted him in the mix right then. I want Devin. I want Devin Haney and Tank Davis to get it on while they're young, and Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia to fight while they're young, or Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Like, I want all these fights while they're young, and my reasoning is simple. If Frank Martin, because it's people that's in here riding for Frank, right? And there's people that's in here that's riding for Michelle Rivera. Well, if either of these fighters are who their fans say they are, then this is a fight that they'll win. This is a fight that they'll win convincingly, because one of these prospects is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Between Tank Davis and Devin Haney, somebody overrated. Between Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Boots Ennis, somebody overrated, bro. And the only way we get to find out is if they get in the ring with each other and get it popping. And somebody's better than what you think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, Frank Martin could be better than what we think he is, but he can't show that unless he fights somebody like Rivera, and vice versa. That's why I push for fights like this. I want to see if my eyes are telling me the truth or if they lying to me. And so I'm excited for the fight, because somebody is going to be a contender. Somebody's going to be proven to be a prospect that just wasn't ready yet and probably never going to be ready. Because if Michelle Rivera is elite boxer that he showed against lesser competition, then he should outbox somebody like Frank Martin, who has struggled with the guy Marinez already. Like, if he's the boxer that his fans say he is, if Frank Martin is the boxer puncher that his fans say he is, he should be able to walk to, punish, and beat up somebody like Michelle Rivera. You know what I'm saying? JD, great point. Like, El Rayo, Jose Valenzuela. We had him here. We thought something of him. We didn't really. We knew who Edwin De Los Santos was. Diehard fight fans. I watched him on a couple of Showbox cards. Picked a couple of his fights, but people had Jose Valenzuela up here and Edwin De Los Santos down here, and then Edwin De Los Santos went up there and starched his ass, knocked his ass smooth out. We found out that De Los Santos is actually the better prospect. Some people got Frank Martin here. Some people got Michelle Rivera here. They got it flipped. They got him on the same level. Now we get to find out what it really is. That's why I get excited for fights like this. It was like watching Frank Sanchez and F.A. Ajagba when they were on the undercard of Fury and Wilder and shit. It's like you thought that you thought it was something, and then Frank Sanchez showed you that it was something else. So I'm excited for the fight, man. I'm glad that it's happening on December 17th. But the announcement I'm really waiting on, OG, the one I'm not gonna hold you on, I need them to tell me what's Earl gonna do, man. Like Earl need his announcement. Like, what are we doing with him, bro? What's up? Is he gonna look like, since Frank Martin fighting on the 17th, looks like we probably ain't gonna see Earl till next year, unfortunately. It looked like it's gonna be January or something, man. But I'm excited for this fight. Shout out to both Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera for taking on those tough challenges and being willing to. Somebody gonna take a huge step back in their career, and somebody gonna take a huge step forward. So shout out to both of them, man. I'm excited for the fight. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah, but that Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, I still wish that would happen, and if they have a new budget coming in, if Earl want to spend that block and try it out, okay, no problem, go right ahead. But remember who you're dealing with. Remember the last negotiations. Remember what Bernie came out and said. All that is in the back of Al Heyman's mind. So guaranteed this and that. That ain't how they do business. All right, a lot of people say, "Well, they ain't getting no guarantee." Well, that ain't the way they do business. And the way they do business, it's been right on the money. And they come out even better on their side sometimes. And sometimes it doesn't. It depends who you are. But once again, we don't want to get into that all back and forth today. But once again, how you gonna generate that type of income off a live gate with what $40, and things like that. You got to add that up. But what's the use of taking a guarantee? Like Bob Aaron, he used to give me your guarantees, but that's all you're gonna get. Now, other back end liquor sales, merchandise, ticket sale, all that's his. So when you think about it, at the end of the day, which one is bigger and which one is smaller? You got to think about it. As long as you want to get your money, okay, fine, good, get your money, but you ain't getting paid till after you fight. So there you go. But no, I just want to add it there.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. Shout out to my wife. She woke up and came in the building. What's up, baby?
Hey.
One more thing gonna be involved. Then let's get to the card, man. Rick Tim says he heard, and I seen this too. Canelo talking about he still want the Bivol rematch after Zerto lost last night. You think Canelo bluffing? You think he really with the you think he really want Bivol again, man?
No, he don't want him. Yeah, he just wants to satisfy his fans. He don't want, who wants to get, it's nothing Canelo can do humanly possible with the short arms, the short stature, the flat foot that he can do to the ball that he couldn't do the first fight. It's just the way he been fighting for all these years, and he's not going to change now. There's nothing that he can do. He can't hurt him. He can't give him a good body shot because he's not going to let you get that close to him. If he is, he's going to hit you with a counter punch. Why would you go through that unless you want to do it just for the money? That's the only reason I can see. I don't think it's nothing he can do. I don't care if you got 3 wishes and one is to beat the Bivol. All right. Well, you better think about some other wishes.
You better think about the wish. Look, man, he better he lucky that Bivol is a boxer.
Yeah.
And Bivol ain't, because Bivol could have stopped his ass in their last fight. And they say in a rematch, you just look at how the first fight go and them last 4 or 5 rounds tell you how the next fight gonna go. Canelo ain't getting in there with Bivol, bro. If Canelo get in there with Bivol, I'd pick Bivol by stoppage. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I think Bivol will stop. Like, y'all see how Canelo looked against Triple G, bro? It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
He's
Yeah,
declining.
he need to leave Bivol alone for right now. Bivol too much for him, man. He just need to leave. Bivol and Beterbiev way too much for him. Stay down there at 168 so you can keep reigning, man, and defend your undisputed title, bro. You got people coming to you. Everything that people been wanting, you about to have to run into that shit because you got Benavidez and Caleb Plant fighting each other. If Benavidez win, you gonna have to see that man. You know what I mean? You got Jamal Charlo probably coming to the division soon. You got Dmitry Andrade stepping into the division. Like, bro, you gonna have to start seeing some people. You're gonna have to start seeing some people. So you just stay right where you at. Keep defending your crown. And I watch what I tell y'all. Canelo about to start dropping belts and shit. He about to start dropping belts and moving and all kind of shit. But it is what it is. I see JD and Jay Grant Jr. going at it in the chat. Y'all know we got the debate series. Y'all can just hop on up. Y'all can hop on up one Wednesday or Thursday night. Just let me know. I see y'all going back and forth, man. Y'all just hop on up. Let me know what's up with it, man. But let's get to the Showtime card, OG, because I thought this was a good card too. Very entertaining, man. Got busy on this card. Got every single fight right on this card, even a couple of upsets. Did you watch the undercard? Did you see Julian J. Rock Williams and Andre Dirrell's performances?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
Okay.
But I didn't watch the whole fight. But
All right, so
I can talk a little bit about Dirrell.
Yeah, so Darrell, man, went in there at 39 years old, still fast, still strong, and he put a beating on Uneski Gonzalez. And I was they had Darrell as the underdog. I'm like, easy money. And I told people on the prediction video it was easy. But real quick on J Rock Ricky, because he fought right before Darrell, he looked good at 160. Now his level of competition was very low, but you know how J Rock get down, Ricky. Like his art is nasty. He just ain't got no chin. Right. He just ain't got no chin. But Julian J Rock Williams was pivoting around him, sticking behind his jab, going to the body, making sure his head was in the proper placement and stuff. Just in there, just putting on the clinic against that dude. It's just he done moved up to 160. And you know, J Rock, man, you ain't had no chin at 154. So yeah, I mean, your chin don't get better when you fight stronger dudes at 160. So I don't think he'll be anything at the high level, to be honest with y'all. But he put on a good performance, got back in the win column last night. Can't wait to see him fight again, because when he's on, he really nasty with them skills. Love J Rock. But for Andre Dirrell, man, like I was saying, OG, he picked that dude apart, and he was nasty in there. And you know who he getting, like, you know how like Andre Dirrell used to be a boxer and shit when he was fighting in the Super Six and in his prime and shit, coming out of the Olympics in 2004. People knew him as a boxer and moving and stuff. He's starting to do like Eris Landy Lara done did late in his career. Andre Dirrell just sitting down with you and fighting with you now. Man. He's sitting down with you and fighting with you, and he went in there and put a beating on Uneski Gonzalez with them down. He was timing them with uppercuts, setting up feints with left hands and shit. It was nasty. It was nasty. And yeah, to answer y'all question, Ricky and Mr. Munt, yes, J Rock is still with Bread Man. But go ahead and talk about Andre Dirrell and his performance a little bit, OG. What you got?
Andre Dirrell, he started declining a while back. You know, we remember the old fight when he got hit, and then he was okay, but his coach said fall down, and he the bad acting job when he fell down on the canvas, you know. But he came up and he came back, and now he seemed like he got a fresh career ahead of him. But now it's a little bit too late. But he did fight his ass off yesterday. And I mean, that was a great fight with him and Gonzalez. I mean, he was in there and he was throwing, and I'm talking about he was throwing hard. And this is what I was saying. Andre Dirrell, Andre Dirrell was a boxing fool when he was younger. I mean, we are talking about an Olympian, but we are talking about a pure puncher. That's what he looked like yesterday. A poor puncher with big mean intentions. And that's what he was doing. He was going in the body and he was hitting the head, and then he was going back to the body. I mean, he really had this guy staggering at the end of the day. And now this is the Dirrell that I was used to watching a long time ago. Now this Dirrell might be a little heavier, and now this Dirrell might be hitting a little bit harder, but now he has arrived. Now this might be a little bit too late now. Because like you said, he's 40 years old. He's 40 years old.
39. He old as hell.
39. And like everybody know I always say 37 years of age, you need a time to wrap it up, baby. It's wrap it up because this is a young man's sport. But Darrell want to show everyone that, hey, I still got it. This is why I was an Olympian. This is why I can switch from orthodox to southpaw. That's what he does. That's who he is. And man, he really did a great job yesterday. Now, as far as Julian J. Rock, now, first of all, if you don't have a chin at 154, what makes you think you're going to have a chin at 160? Now, sometimes guys move up for the wrong reason. Adrian Broner, 140 to 147, a la Danny Garcia, 140 to 147. Why? Because the money. Why? Because the competition. They think they have better competition and they think they're better than what they are, which they're not. Now, do you realize how successful Adrian Broner could still be at 140? There's no way you can get that weight down there to 140. Now,
Yeah.
they said he's gonna be fighting at that weight, but he's gonna drain himself and he's gonna pretty much lose if you do that. He's gonna be weight drained really bad. But still in all, both of them guys surprised me last night. Julian J. Rod didn't look so good because, I mean, let's be honest. He was pretty much when he fought Charlo, before Charlo hit him with that uppercut. Y'all remember that fight? And Julian was landing on Charlo.
He was doing good. He was outboxing him. He just
Yeah,
he got chin checked, bro.
Yes, he was outboxing him. I mean, he was a great boxer. Then next thing you know, man, Charlo saw opening and he took it. I remember Ronnie Shields said he told him 3 times, and Charlo said, it's not there, Ronnie. Ronnie said, keep trying. He said, it's not because they practiced that punch. He said, keep trying. And he kept trying and he landed it. Now, 160, what's the difference at 160? Now, Charlo's up there at 160, but Charlo need to move his ass to 168 because he mixing in action right now. I ain't heard nothing from him lately. So, but still in all, Julian, J-Rock and the Bread Man, they was tighter than tight when they was together. He was doing a great job when they was together. But now, I think 160 is going to get him in a trap because, see, it's not really nobody at 160 if you really look at it. Now, I think Julian, he can get a belt at 160. Well, once Jamal get out of there, I think, you don't want to run into Jamal again. So that's how I see it, But anyway, that's all I had on those 2 fights. I didn't watch the whole fights. Those the undercards. So, but yeah, that's all I have.
Yep. Already. All right, let's get to the main card, man. We got about 30 minutes. Let's get to the dude, my man from the Ukraine. Now he a Polish citizen. I told people my boy Theodore was gonna put a whooping on Nathaniel Gallimore, and that's what he did, man. What you got on that first fight of the opening card, man?
Man, I called him what's the name again? I call him by a short name, Theodore or something like that.
Theodore.
Yeah, Theodore. Gallimore. I've been watching Gallimore for a long time, and Gallimore is that fighter from Jamaica that could never get out the gate. When the horses race the gate up, and for everybody to take charge and go, his horse stays there. He cannot move. He's always, he's game to go, but he never can come and deliver that punch. He can't never deliver that championship belt. He can never deliver that winning streak. And Gallimore, now, he was a great fighter once upon a time, but now he's in shape, always in shape, but he just always getting beat down. He keep a high guard, and he does protect his head. But last night, he was getting really, really beat down. And I'm talking about Theodore was pretty much hitting him with uppercuts. He had the longer reach. He was a taller fighter. But Gallimore was too wild. He didn't have no punch placement. He was pretty much ducking his head and throwing wild shots. Nothing but wind. Hit nothing but wind. That's all he was doing. Hit nothing but wind. So then Theodore, here we go, walking him down, bagging him up. And that's what he did. He kept backing Gallimore up. Gallimore still coming in with the high guard, Then he was going down to the body when he come up with the high guard. And then again, Gallimore, he still was getting hit in the head. Still getting hit in the head all day long. Matter of fact, he stopped for a minute and put his hands down and still was getting beat down. I mean, we talking about hammer fist type beat down. And his corner will not stop that fight at all. Now, I think
they let him they let his ass take a beating. And shout out to my wife, Miss Knockout in the building. She done woke up and joined us. Shout out to NBA D Nice. I see you. Everybody in the building, y'all hit the like button one time for us. Go ahead, OG.
Yes, sir. All right. Ricky got a new avatar. Okay, that's nice. All right. Yeah, but still, I didn't get the corner. The corner kept giving him instructions. He didn't do it. They kept giving him instructions. He didn't do it. It seemed like he was just fighting one way, and he was trying to shoot off the head guard, high guard, but that didn't work because this young man, Theodore, was taller, had a longer reach, and he pretty much was landing. See, guys like that have a longer reach and taller, they can get away with throwing an uppercut far away. He can get away with that, or a guy that got speed can get away with that. But Gallimore can't. And he was getting countered. He was getting countered all day long. And like I say, once again, why would the corner keep letting him get beat down like that? Now, I heard of getting a hope, give a fighter hope and being confident in your fighter. But sometimes you got to face reality. Let him live to fight another day. Like I said last night, you don't want to get 65. And like a lot of people get mad at me, knockout, because I say, John, you don't want to talk like James Toney. Well, no, James Toney, he's a champion. He don't do
but
that.
Him and his corner ain't worried about it, OG. I think what they do that shit so they can get called back. Like you want to get another fight, and so you need to be known as a fighter that's gonna get these young guys rounds and shit. If you go in there and they know that you somebody's gonna get your ass knocked out in the first round, then you ain't gonna get that call. But now, if somebody want they prospect at 154 tested, like if Top Rank, if they want Xander Zayas tested, and they want somebody that's gonna give him rounds and shit, but not really challenge him and don't have a chance to win, they gonna call Nathaniel Gallimore. You know what I'm saying? If fucking Jesus, if the PBC need Jesus Ramos to have a stay busy fight where he can get some rounds in, they're gonna hit up Nathaniel Gallimore because they know he gonna last. They know he gonna give him rounds. He gonna be tough, but he ain't really gonna challenge him and shit offensively. He can't really win the fight. So that's my theory. That's why I think they do that shit. Why his team and him is like, shit, we may be losing, but we'll just let them whoop our ass and we'll show that we tough. Because I think they want to get that call back, man. They want to keep fighting.
But okay, I see what you're saying. But what about the long run? What about the end game?
Yeah, I agree.
And then you start talking and people are like, what? What? And people get mad at me when I talk about James Toney because you don't know what the fuck he's saying. You
don't, bro. He punch drunk like a motherfucker.
Right. And the head is not meant to be hit. We all know that. And when you get a blow after blow after blow, I mean, man, and it seemed like you put that glove up there, but he won't. He didn't. He wouldn't. So Gallimore is that gatekeeper now. That's all he is. He's that sparring partner. He's that gatekeeper, and that's what he is. So,
and Theodore, man, look, I told people he got good footwork. He places his punches well. He's a fighting man, Muay Thai kickboxing background. He did his thing, and I told people he would do his thing. He boxed to a unanimous decision. His jab was good. He used it sometimes to land, a lot of times to measure and frame and keep Gallimore where he wanted him. Throwing the right hand over the top with the left hook. He was throwing good up because he just put on a display against Gallimore. He just put on a display. I tell you what, I would like to see. They got two good prospects. I'd like to see Theodore and Jesus Ramos get it popping. I would love to see a fight like that for him. So I think he's on to the next. He proved that Nathaniel Gallimore is a tough fighter, but Nathaniel Gallimore is nothing more than a gatekeeper at this point in his career. Let's get to the next fight, man. Let's get to Jason Rosario and Brian Mendoza, man. What you got on that fight, the co-main event? I told people what was gonna happen, man. I told them what was gonna happen to this man, Jason Rosario. Didn't nobody want to listen to me. Dudes came over to my damn comment section and shit, telling me I ain't know what I was talking about. OG, oh, you don't know shit about boxing. Jason Rosario was coming down from 213 pounds at 154. Now he at 160. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. Look, bro, Jason Rosario. I'm glad that he looks like people are saying he decided to retire. If that's true, then cool. You know what I'm saying? That's good for him. But OG, this man, Jason Rosario, had the worst thing that you can have in boxing. The 3 worst flaws. Like, if you ain't got no hand speed, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no defense, that's cool. If maybe you don't have power, that's cool. But this man flaws were he ain't got no defense, and he's soft to the body, and he ain't got no chin. Bro, that like you're not gonna get that shit back, bro. You need to just sit that shit down somewhere. And so when I told people that Mendoza was going, that they had the odds wrong, that Mendoza should not be the underdog, and that he was gonna knock Jason Rosario out, people told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, I'll be damned if Brian Mendoza didn't go in there, knock him down to the body, and then put his ass damn near to sleep to the head, bro. You cannot fight in boxing with no chin and no stomach, bro. Like you ain't got nothing. You ain't got you got nothing that you're gonna be able to do. And so I knew Jason Rosario would have success, but the moment Brian Mendoza hit him clean, man, he got hurt to the stomach. The moment that he landed a good solid flush uppercut, he went to sleep, bro. He like I don't know if Charlo ruined him. I don't know because Nathaniel Gallimore knocked him out before that. I don't know if it was Lubin. He just ain't never been able to take a punch, man. You can't be in boxing and not take a punch.
Right.
That's like being a quarterback that can't throw. You know what I'm saying? At some point, yeah, it's gonna get exposed, and that's what happened to Jason Rosario, man. So shout out to him. He's a former unified champion, had a very good career, was more successful than a lot of fighters, but at the end of the day, your ass, you got to be able to take a punch, and he couldn't take one. And so Brian Mendoza, who is a small 154 pounder, went up to 160 and stopped his ass at 160. So Brian Mendoza just, injected life into his career and do that, and did that shit. So shout out to Brian Mendoza, but Jason Rosario, I never thought he had a chance in this fight. Once I saw what Erickson Lubin did to him, right behind what Charlo did to him, I've been saying he was done. I'm glad he retired. The person that needs to retire right after him, that dude Adam Kalinowski, he needs to get his ass up out of here too. He needs to retire too. Bro, I'm telling y'all right now, these dudes like this, they will not win because they don't want to go back to fighting journeymen and trash ass fighters, and so they gonna fight somebody that's worth something. And they to a point in their career where anybody that's worth something will beat the shit out of you. Like, what we gonna do? We gonna set up Jason Rosario to fight fucking like Carlos Adames or some shit. Like, what are you gonna do at 160? Y'all gonna put him in there with Jesus Ramos now? He gonna start being food for people like Xander Zayed so they can put a former champion on their resume, man. Look, just sit down, chill, go teach. You made a lot of money here in America. Take that back to the Dominican Republic and take care of your people. But bro, I'm glad he's sitting his ass down, bro, because that shit was bad last night. It was bad last night, bro.
Yeah.
But go ahead, OG. What you got on that fight? Rosario and Mendoza, man.
Man, banana. Yes. So I feel bad for Samson, but then again, Samson know how he is. Now, first of all, I will say this. I think Zena 360 touched on it last night. It's something going on with this young man on the inside. I don't know what it is. This is like a reoccurring. I don't care what weight class you at. He just got a problem with something inside his body, and I'm talking about every time he get hit with a body shot, he goes down. He can't breathe. Same way with Charlo. He was dry heaving. So something's just not right. He need to get checked out. Now, some people say he need to drink milk or some shit, but I don't know. I think he need to see a doctor. So it's something not right. Now, of course, I thought he would come out a little better. I thought, okay, well, because this was the excuse that Samson gave me, he gave me, that he couldn't make 154, that he was struggling to make 154, and that was messing up his inside. That was messing up his stretching his stomach or whatever, and so he couldn't take the body shots. Yeah, but what about the chin? What about the chin? Now, one thing about the chin, you either you got it or you don't. You can't, you can't do no chin push-ups. You can't lift weights with your chin, So, I mean, either you got it or you don't. But if you don't have it, you can't protect it. But with throwing body shots, you can't do all protect the body and the chin at the same time. You only got 2 arms. But then again, so he moved up to 160. I said, okay, let's see tonight. Let's see at 160, will he be a better fighter? Would he be in the running for those belts once again? Or would he be the same banana? Well, he was the same banana. And this time, I'm talking about he was the same guy. Now, he do need to look into retirement and go get himself checked out. I don't know if it's an ulcer. I don't know if it's a prostate. It could be anything. It could be prostate cancer, anything. But whatever it is, every time he get hit on the body, he goes down. Then he gets back up, but he has a hard time breathing. So that's a problem. That's a problem. And it's not going to get no better because you think about who's at 160. Think about who's at 175. So you think you got an ass whooping now. You're still going to get it. You're going to get a lot of ass whoopings in the future if you stay in there and fight. So the smart thing to do is just say, hey, man, this ain't for me because I don't have a chin or a body, so I need to leave this alone before
I was a unified champion. Shit, 90% of people can't say that. Let me just sit my head down. Because when you get to this point, OG, what they do, I'm going to tell you what they do. When you get to this point, you still want to fight, they're going to be like, all right, bet. Earl need a tune-up at 154. They're gonna be like, all right, bet you want to keep fighting shit. Jesus Ramos, we need to put him on the co-main event against a fighter with a good name. You got a good name. Going in there with Jesus Ramos. They're gonna be like, you want to fight? All right, cool. We need to find an opponent for Xander Zayas on Puerto Rican Parade Week over here in New York. We're gonna send you to New York so you can fight fucking Xander Zayas. Man, you don't sit your head down somewhere, bro. You gonna get in there. They gonna start putting you in there with them young dudes and them champions is coming up from, man. They gonna feed your ass to the wolves, man. Just sit down somewhere, because this was his last shot to be the A side, bro. This is his last shot to be the A side, and this is what happened to him. You start losing to replacement opponents. It's time for you to do. It's time for you to do something else, man. But let's get to the main event. We got about 15 minutes to talk about this, man.
Okay.
David Morrell Jr. went in there and put on a show, OG. He looked so much better against Ados Yorbasnuli, whatever this dude's name is. He looked way better in this fight than he did his last fight. Looked like he worked on a lot of shit, showed his talent, showed his skills. David Morrell Jr. is a problem for everybody at 168. That's my contention. But what do you think about the fight, man? What you got on that fight?
Man, it was a good fight. One thing about it, adios Yerb. Yerb, I call him Yerb last night. And he was game to fight. He didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to lay down. No matter how many times he was getting hit inside the head or busting that nose open, because I'm quite sure that nose probably broke by now. But still, Morrell. Now, Ronnie Shields, I talked to him this morning. Well, I texted him this morning. And he did say that Morrell's hand was injured before the fight. So, Stormy B, you was right if you're listening. Yes, his hand was messed up last night. But think about that. Think about that. And we talking about that break hand. We talking about the left hand. That means that he still was doing damage with that left hand. So that shows you that Morrell not only is tall, not only is he a southpaw, which confused a lot of guys, and not only can he move, he is going to be a big problem up there. And I'm sorry, Jamal, I think he's a little bit better than you. Why? Because he's younger, he's fresher, and he's just now entering to the pro ranks. So, I mean, he got a lot to learn. He got a lot of fights ahead of him. And Jamal and Jamil, they are declining right now. So David Morrell, he moved. He used good head movement. He used his jab. Then he came down with a straight left down the pipe. Then we got Yerb. Yerb pretty much was in there, and he was trying to get some punches in. He was trying to go down to the waist, liver, left, right. And he did everything he could do, but it just wasn't enough, KO. It just wasn't enough. And then next thing you know, now here goes nose starting busting up. Now they'll wipe it off real fast for the judge to see it, but it's right back again leaking. It's right back again leaking. Matter of fact, I think Morrell had a problem with all that blood on him. and I guess I would too. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, he
But
like to be
anyway,
clean. Morrell be dancing in the ring and shit.
yeah,
Morrell
you see
trying to
him
have that
dancing.
swag and shit. Ain't got to top your blood. Nigga, get your blood off me, bro.
Yeah,
Take your blood over there.
yeah,
I'm
he
beating
was
your ass.
dancing.
Get your
Yeah, he
blood
was
on me, bro.
dancing in the ring and shit. So he
Yeah.
had fun out there, which he's supposed to. This is boxing. You're supposed to, have fun. But I don't think Europe had fun last night. He
Hell
didn't
no, he ain't had no fun.
have because see,
He was
now,
worried for it. He was worried for his motherfucking life in that 12th round. That 12th round,
yes,
Tony
yes,
Weeks took a point. He didn't care,
right.
bro. Tony Weeks was trying to pin that man, pin David Morrell up against the ropes, just holding on to the ropes. Like, man, fuck this shit. No,
He was holding on, baby.
you beating on my ass, bro. I'm good.
Yes. And Tony, he took a point away, which he should have because he refused to get off of Morrell. Your problem was, I think that fight couldn't have ended sooner, but I think he wanted to go the distance. That's what he was. He wanted to go the distance because, he didn't that fight should have been stopped 3 rounds ago. But he wanted to go the distance. Then fatigue starts setting in. Now, when you start getting punched flush with a lot of punches and from a big guy like Morrell, then your fatigue starts setting in. Body punches, your legs start quivering. You can't really stand up. So that's why he looked back at the ropes. So he gonna see how far he can lean. And that's what he do. That's what a lot of fighters do. They lean on the ropes and rest for a minute. Muhammad Ali was great at that. He knew how to rest and think when he hurt. Now, but you're pretty much went against ropes. And when you see a fighter start falling, slipping, falling, that's fatigue too. Now, once he got his legs up under him, then there go Morrell. Morrell hit him with a straight left. Then he went back and Morrell used that right hook and he hooked him with an uppercut. And that's all she wrote. He was so hurt, KO, that Tony Weeks couldn't hold him up. So David Morrell had to go over there and help him to his seat. Just like he broke his leg or something. He had to help him up. He had to help him walk him back to the corner. Fights like that, I don't like because that fight should have been stopped. Because, Tony Weeks went over there and talked to the corner and said, look here, if he get in any more trouble, if he getting hit with too many more shots, that's it. That's it. And of course, Yerb heard that. And Yerb went out there and tried to do his best for the first maybe 5 seconds. And that was it. And that's all she wrote, baby. Yes, sir. That was all she wrote. So, that was a dangerous fight, and I don't like fighters going through things like that. But this is the hit game. This is boxing. And this is what happens, but that's about all. That's all I have. All right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to a Kilo Neater with the $5 in the super chat. Says his corner should have stopped it. He left on a stretcher. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, hopefully the homie Idos is okay. Listen, man, I need people to understand what I'm about to say and really take it in. So we all got mad respect for the Cuban amateur, programming and the guys that come out of that Cuban school of boxing. Like they all be really, really good. Like they got one of the best amateur, if not the best amateur programs that you can have in the world. Well, David Morrell Jr. won the 2017 Cuban National Championship as an amateur at only 19 years old. Like I need y'all to understand how cold that is, bro. For you to win a national championship in Cuba against the level of amateurs that you fighting against, bro. Wow. At 19 years old. That's the type of talent, that's the type of skill that we're talking about. In the year before that, in 2016, when he was 18 years old, he got second place. He made it to the finals against a dude that's like 200 and something, 400 and something in like 17. Some high-level ass dude named Julio La Cruz or something. Ghost might know him. But Julio La Cruz is now 2-0 with 2 knockouts early in his career. He's 33 years old. So when he was fighting David Morrell Jr., David Morrell Jr. was 18 and he was like 28 years old, bro. Like Morrell came in, like the talent is off the charts, and he showed it last night, bro.
Yeah.
He was nasty on the inside. His accuracy is deadly. That's what really kept messing up Idos because he was so accurate. He put his punches where he wanted them, when he wanted them. The hand speed is stupid, okay? The feet are retarded. Like his feet are just he's so good with his feet. Then he in there moving like he a welterweight with the head movement and shit when Idos was trying to punch at him. Idos is a very good inside fighter, and David Morrell beat his ass up doing what he's supposed to be good at, bro. And then this is what I like the most. If you that guy, like, I like to see what's on the inside of you, what you want to do and what you here for. Like, he could have easily went out there in that 12th round. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say he put on a boxing display, he put on a performance, and we all happy with him because he shined and shit. But he said, nah, I'm going to close the show. I'm going to close the show. I'm going to do what I do. And it is what it is with y'all, bro. And he went in there and closed the show in the 12th round, put the beats on that dude, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, David Morrell Jr. is like Jerron Boots Ennis to me, bro. Like he can get with everybody at 168, and you think of whoever you think the best is at 168, even that's a 50-50 fight. He like that right now. David Morrell Jr. is like that right now. All the stuff that I said I didn't like in his last performance. I didn't like how impatient he was. I didn't like that he came out there guns blazing his last performance. He came out here this last night and fixed all that shit, bro. He fixed all that shit, bro. Like the man is nasty, bro. And you can take whoever you want to take. I'm going out on a limb right now. You take whoever you got. If you got Benavidez, I see Coach in the building. If you got Benavidez, okay. You got Caleb Plant. You got Canelo. You got Charlo when he come up. You know what I'm saying? You got Andrade when he come up. You take whoever you want. You take whoever you want. I'm gonna ride with David Morrell Jr. I'm riding with David Morrell Jr. Call me crazy. It is what it is. Drink says he's nowhere near the level of talent of Boots is. I didn't say he's on his talent level. I'm saying, like, with Boots right now, I'll pick Boots that he can beat anybody. Him and Earl is a 50-50 fight, not favor Earl, but Boots is that good. That's what I'm saying about Morrell. Not that he's as good as Boots or as talented as Boots. I'm saying at 168, if you tell me it's David Morrell versus David Benavidez, I'll go out on a limb and I got David Morrell. If you tell me it's David Morrell versus Caleb Plant, I think David Morrell beat the brakes off of Caleb Plant. If you tell me that it's David Morrell versus Jamal Charlo, you can take Jamal. I'm going to rock with David Morrell. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. That's how good he is, bro. Shout out to St. Louis Mix with that $5 in Super Chat. He say Yerb Corner was actually telling him he was doing good. Yeah, that was some bullshit. Yeah. Now, I understand Yerb's trainer probably was seeing the fight in reverse, but dang it, help him. Nah, ain't no way you could see that any other way. But unless you blind, ain't no way you can see that any other way and say that Herb was doing good. Like, they should have stopped that fight. They should have did something because he was getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Coach, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. And you're right, there are levels to this. And to me, right now, David Morrell Jr. is he showed more talent than David Benavidez, bro.
Yeah,
he showed more talent. They both ain't really fought nobody yet, right? And to me, David Morrell Jr. is better at everything than David Benavidez Jr. Except he don't throw a lot. That's the only thing David Benavidez do better than David Morrell Jr. in that ring, to my eyes, is he throw more punches. That's all you can say. That's all you can say that David Benavidez does better than David Morrell right now. Is he throw more punches. He ain't got better feet. He ain't slicker defensively. He's not versatile. He ain't got the hands. Well, hand speed probably about equal. But I like David Morrell's accuracy better. David Benavidez, so I give him 2. I say his hand speed is about equal, and he throw more punches. Everything else, you got to favor David Morrell Jr. right now, like in all shape, ways, or form, bro. And the gap is so wide defensively and so wide with their feet. Like, that's a wide ass gap between those two. And the stuff that David Benavidez do best, Morrell is right there with him. You're right there with him. But OG, that's the question that we asking. Is David Morrell? 2 questions before we get out of here. First, is Dmitry Bivol fighter of the year? And then, is David Morrell Jr. the best super middleweight that we have in boxing right now? What's your answer to those 2 questions?
Wow, David Morrell, super middleweight. You got Benavidez down there. You got Canelo. Oh, wow. I would say yes all around, but experience-wise, no. He hasn't really fought top competition. What'd you say?
I said I agree with that.
Yeah, so, but as far as the eye test, I would say yes. No doubt about it. He got the height. He got the range. He got the athleticism. He got the ring IQ. I mean, he has the reach, everything, like I said, and Canelo doesn't have that. Canelo don't have the reach. He don't have the height. He doesn't have the power to match with his power. Now, also, you got David Benavidez. Benavidez, he doesn't have the foot speed. He don't have the foot. He not up on his toes. He don't have the angles. He don't know how to get under them jabs fast enough. Callum Plant, he's down there. Callum Plant the same way. Callum Plant, yes, he does box. All right, but that's all he's gonna box. That's it. But when you stand there, he's in trouble. He don't have enough to keep anybody off of him at that weight class. But Morrell does. Morrell does. He has that right hand and that left hand and that lateral movement. If he finds someone that he's gonna have to get away from. But then again, I think he does. But only thing about Morrell is gonna have to fight better and better competition. He's gonna have to step it up. Now,
they all do. Yeah, I'm glad Benavidez is finally fighting Caleb Plant, but now Morrell, he need to find him somebody to get in there with that's gonna test him a little bit more, because he walking through these dudes, he's slicing through these dudes like a hot knife through butter right now, bro.
But let's see knockout though. Let's see, can Benavidez walk through Morrell? Let's see, can he walk through Caleb Plant? These are the fights he haven't went up against yet. Let's see what Callum Plant do him dirty. Let's see Callum Plant with box circles around him. Let's see, can he land something on Callum Plant when he go back and do his lateral movement and get in and get out. Let's see what he can do. Let's see his ring IQ. Now, of course, Canelo always say that he hasn't fought nobody but Anthony Durrell. But let's see, Canelo. Why don't you get in there with him? Let's see. That's a good fight too. So now, has he been exposed, Canelo? I don't know. But like I say, I think David Morrell right now is a top fighter right now. No doubt about it. So,
man, look, Canelo fans gonna get mad at me, but I don't care. This is my objective, honest opinion, bro. Both Benavidez and David Morrell Jr., if they get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, they are going to stop him, bro. He's too little. He's too little, and they are both much meaner than fucking Dmitry Bivol, bro.
Yeah.
If he gets in the ring with David Benavidez Jr. or David Morrell Jr., they are going to stop him. And they're going to stop him badly. They are too long, too strong. They hit too hard. Their hands too fast. And then Morrell will be worse, because at least David Benavidez is going to sit right there with no feet and just bang it out with Canelo. Right. At least he's going to sit right there with no feet. He's going to bang it out with Canelo. Canelo will have a chance to hit him. Canelo will not be able to touch David Morrell Jr., bro. David Morrell Jr. is going to, bro, listen, Canelo is a very good fighter. He has declined. He has digressed. You can see it in the Bivol fight. Then you see him beat Triple G, but it was not impressive. And you see how he looked against Triple G, bro. If he gets in the ring with one of them two, he is in trouble, bro. And shout out to Foxy Brown with the $5. Says, good job, guys, for getting up early to bring us this boxing news. Yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it. I appreciate that. But man, look, OG, give your last words. Let everybody know what you got popping. I'll give my last words. And we'll wrap the show. I got some big debates coming to y'all this week, so stay tuned so you can know what debates we got on the platform this week. But go ahead, OG.
You know where to find me. I'll be right there on the corner at that liquor store singing that doo-wop, doo-wop. No, anyway, I'll be live this week. Yes, sir. Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. And yes, we got a fight this weekend, so I will be calling these fights this weekend once again. We're going to do it all over again. And of course, yes, you can find me in Knockout Boxing next week. We'll be on my platform. So there you go. And don't forget, make sure you check out my man, Stormy B-Man. Oh, and also, I do have an interview Tuesday night at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Who you interviewing? Right? It's one y'all going to want to. I already know who we interviewing. Who you interviewing, OG? Let them know.
David Benavidez. Yes, sir.
A big fight announcement? Nasty.
Yes.
Nasty.
Yes. So, and I got to ask him about Morrell. I definitely got to ask him about the fights this past weekend.
Morrell, did you hear Morrell called him out in the ring after the fight again?
Yeah.
He called him out. He called him out again. He said he wanted that fight.
Because David keeps saying that, Nobody wants to fight him. Everybody's scared, right? But Morrell said, well, I'll fight you. I'll fight you, but he never answered Morrell, but I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him,
Man, the difference in that fight to me, man, is the feet, man.
Yeah.
It's the feet, and David ain't just gonna run. He ain't just gonna, man. Morrell, that counter punching ability and the counter uppercuts and the counter left hand and that right hook, man. David Benavidez ain't just walking through that shit, bro. And Morrell gonna keep on the move. He showed that he can box off his back. He just showed me more, bro. I'm sorry. He just showed me more. He showed me what I need to see last night. I done seen everything I need to see, man. I done seen everything I need to see. That's how I'm rocking. That's what I'm rocking with, man. Okay. Go ahead, OG. I'm listening. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead and talk your shit,
man. No. I just was saying. So I will ask David Benavidez that, and of course, people in the chat, you all can ask questions too. All right. So and I come in a little early, and we'll go over everything. So. All right. So remember, they called me. I didn't call them this time. so most likely he wants to come on, and I guess want to start promoting this fight, and which is not until January, I believe. Yeah, January. So but hey, shout out Kellen Plant. Kellen Plant is he's fighting everybody. He's fighting everybody.
Yeah. Much respect to Caleb Plant, bro. Real shit.
Yes, but I don't think he's gonna get 10 million for fighting Benavidez.
It's a much tougher fight. It's a much tougher fight for Canelo. I mean, it's a much tougher fight for Plant than Canelo was. Like I told you earlier, that fight, Caleb Plant get tired late in fights, and Benavidez, he's a way better pressure fighter than Canelo right now, in my opinion. We saw what Canelo did to him. So I think Benavidez might do something bad to him. But the only people that got smoked for each other at 168 right now is David and David. David and David need to get it popping. But shout out to Zenith with that $20 in super chat. He said Morrell fighting a better competition than Benavidez now. Idos and Henderson is miles better than old Lemieux and Chiron from 154. Benavidez is a beast, but y'all forget he not fighting real 168 pounders. Damn, that's kind of like a fact. That's kind of like the fact. Shout out to Zenith. But look, man, y'all come catch me live this week, man. We got 2 fire debates coming to y'all. Your boy is stepping back in the ring, putting up my undefeated record. I think it's an easy ass W. I got a Terrence Crawford fan coming through to try to give me some work on Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So y'all come through and check that out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm gonna do though. You know, y'all know what's about to happen. I'm about to catch a mean body bag on Wednesday night. Then on Thursday night, a much closer debate. A debate that will be much more, competitive. We got Dub right side going against Kyle from the boxing section. They going at it over Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason. That's gonna be a fire ass debate. So y'all be sure to check that one out, because my debate is just gonna be for y'all to laugh, be entertained, and just watch me cook somebody. I'm gonna do old buddy bad. You know what I'm saying? So live Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. Then I'll be over there on KQKC's platform Sunday morning next week at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But OG, I appreciate you, man. Go get you some rest. Great calls last night, and I'll be seeing you next week, man.
All right, Coach said I got Benavidez over everybody.
He do. And when that fight get made, I got Morrell, bro. Morrell done showed me something. He got way better skills than Benavidez, bro. I always thought he had the talent and skills, but I needed to see a little bit more. And what I asked him to show me after his last fight, he showed that to me. When he patient like that make him a better fighter. When he patient and he just use his skills and let the power come to him, he make people look like goddamn Elephant Man and shit, bro. Like he do. I got him all day. Y'all can have everybody else. I got him right now. But OG, I appreciate you, man. All right, take it easy, and I'll see you later. All right.
All right. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Peace out.
All right, peace.